Starfield gamers, I hope you guys are enjoying your playthrough with Starfield. In this video, we're going to go through 5 key tips to remember before playing Starfield. Now, if you have already started a file and you are still trying to figure out some tips and tricks, this video will really help you if you don't know these tips or tricks. Let me know down below in the comments if there are any other tips or tricks you can give me to tell the new people that are about to play Starfield so they can get a better understanding and a better guideline to have before they start their file. Now moving on to number 1, you can easily change your character's looks. Bethesda games have always had them, but detailed character creations are becoming a lot more commonplace in RPGs. If you're somewhat like me, you will spend your first hour with Starfield organizing over the character creator, trying to get the look just right. Is that nose too far forward? Will I get it the shape right? Eyeshadow later on? How does this hairdo look on low line? Such and such. Changing the look of your character in Starfield is a trivial matter, and you will have plenty of chances to do it throughout the game. In virtually every major settlement, there will be a cosmetic surgery store called Enhance, which will let you completely alter your character's body type, face, gender, pronouns, name, and more for a very small fee, just 500 credits. It's a perfect way to not stress about your character's look at the get-go and really just dive into the Starfield experience, and then maybe later on figure out what exactly your character would like to look. Moving on to number 2. This is the biggest issue that Starfield gamers are having playing their Starfield files. Now, it's to use the mission screen to travel and reduce confusion. Starfield does not feature the same kind of continuous space travel you'll see in space games like No Man's Sky or Outer Wilds. Instead, you'll use various map screens to select where you want your ship to go, whether that be somewhere else on the planet you're on or a moon in a completely different system. Working out how to best navigate the menus and maps and makes sense of all of it, unfortunately, is something that's not been taught with your own trial and error. But here's the thing to remember. The upside of the map heavy system is that you're on a planet and you can pull up your map and instantly fast travel to almost anywhere, skipping a lot of the manual steps usually required to get into orbit. Simply navigate to that far-flung city on the map screen and then you can jump instantly from one city to another. Simply navigate to that far-flung city on the map screen and you can jump instantly from one city to another. But the most convenient way to get where you're going to for your next mission objective is to simply navigate to the objective in question via mission log, hit the set course screen X on the Xbox button and go. Just remember, when you are traveling in Bethesda RPGs, you cannot carry too much weight when you are traveling. So if you want to fast travel but your mass is too high, you will not be able to fast travel. Number 3, how to best manage encumbrance and carrying cargo. Speaking of carrying too much weight like other Bethesda RPGs, Starfield is a game where you have the opportunity to pick up a lot of stuff as you explore a dense world, but chances are you will find far more valuable things than you could ever hope to carry yourself. For this reason, I would highly recommend always having a companion follow you around. Yes, they can be annoying sometimes, but the benefit they provide outside of combat assistance is great. You can use them as a pack mule, having them carry all your excess items until you get to the vendor or back to your ship. Additionally, always remember to unload cargo onto your ship when you return to it. This can be accessed by a cargo panel, usually near the pilot's seat. Items like crafting resources aren't immediately useful to your character, so it's not worth carrying them around. If you dump everything you don't need on your ship, you'll free up some of your carry weight. And what's more, you can use and sell items directly from your ship's cargo hold where you're crafting or selling at vendors. Of course, if it's your ship's cargo holds gets full, the only way to resolve that issue is to upgrade the hold via the shipbuilder or simply buy an entirely new ship with a larger cargo capacity if you don't want to kinder around. Number 4, always be scanning. One of the nice new design decisions in Starfield is that it relegates a lot of its user interface bits and bobs to your handheld scanner. Like the active quests and direct waypoint pathing to objectives, this keeps your primary vision a little clearer. That said, when you're out of combat and exploring a quiet place, always use the scanner. One of the key functions is highlighting interactable objects, and with Starfield's environment often dense with the bits and pieces, and it can be very easy to miss key items like credit sticks and digipicks because they're so small. Having your scanner on as you explore will make you sure you never miss that ammo crate in the corner of a room, and you will help cut through the noise when you're looking around at cluttered desks. You'll also want to have your scanner out when you're walking on the surface of planets, as identifying scannable flora, fauna and mineral resources is key to completing a survey of the planet, which you can then sell for more credits. Moving on to number 5, it is to, in space battles, never stop moving. One of the key components of Starfield are the spaceship dogfights that take place in orbital pockets above planets. If you've played a lot of starfighting or aerial dogfighting games in the past, you will likely feel at home, but if you haven't, here's a key tenet: remember, never stop moving. Even if you're trying to turn your ship to get an enemy in your crosshairs, it's important to never let your ship come to a standstill, because it makes you a very easy target for other fighters in the area to hit you. And because it's a little difficult to tell you're being attacked in this mode, you'll be exploding before you realize what's happening. Also remember that your ship's shield regenerates after not taking damage for a period of time. So if you're in a particularly chaotic battle, keep an eye on your shield and don't be afraid to boost out of the fray to take a breather and let your shield recharge. Now at the start of space combat, I found this very cool, is that you can actually have your way of how many bars you want for your laser, your ballistic, your shield, your engine. It is such a variety of changes that you can actually make to your spaceship of how you play. So if you are attacking and you're about to be almost destroyed, you will lose some bars, but maybe you can use the other bars you have for your certain attacks. You can use them all on your engine to fly away, or you can use it for some other things. It's totally up to you, and this is what Starfield is providing with Bethesda games especially, is that you get to do whatever you want. But I'm here just to give you a little few tips to help you along the way, so you don't get too stuck like I was at the start of the game especially, and maybe don't get as confused as some others that I've got. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate you guys sticking into this video. There's going to be so much more content coming out on Starfield lately. Hopefully the content starts getting good again. Hopefully a lot more people start getting into the game. I think a lot of people are just experiencing at the moment, and then hopefully we can get into some modding, which I'm very excited for. But I appreciate you guys' support. Leave a like, subscribe and all that, and I'll see you guys through the journey through the stars. Peace.